What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Big Sean Sports podcast. It's been a while since I've been on. This is going to be a quick show, but in the next few days, I'm going to try to come back on Facebook Live, but I'm going to try to give YouTube another go at this. So let's get into some sports right quick as we have the time to do so. So college football is it's getting real good. I know Alabama lost. I understand that that's my team, but we have to Alabama. The problem is, I'm gonna tell you the problem in Alabama. It's not the team that they once had before. We know that we seen the struggles. We seen what is going on out there in Alabama. So we have to find a way to stop the pass. That's one thing is hurting Alabama. It's the passing. It's horrible. The secondary is a mess. It's not a great secondary. You have to find a way. I'm going to say for next season to have a better secondary than what we have now. So hopefully next season we can secondary, because we know that Alabama can play a whole lot better than what they have been playing. So the dynasty is not over. I don't know why people try to say that or why people think that. The dynasty is not over in Alabama by no means. Yeah, we had a little slip up against LSU at the last minute, but that doesn't make Alabama a bad team. It doesn't work that way. We know what kind of team that Alabama can be. Same with the offense. The offense, it had the struggles. You had times to where over wide receivers was dropping the ball. That's not Alabama like. That's something new to me as a fan to see how this team is. Bryce Young, I have to say, he has to use his feet. He has to run. It's been opportunities where I've seen Bryce Young had time to run the ball. He had time to run the ball, but he didn't do so. But I want to give a quick shout out right quick. I want to say, I know it's been a crazy November to start off, but I want to say right now, rest in peace to the Migos rapper Takeoff. I know it's just crazy. I'm sorry had to throw that in right quick. But let's get into some news right now. The Indianapolis Colts, they fired their coach, which that was coming. We seen that coming from a mile away. Jeff Saturday, the former Colts center, will be the interim head coach. What do y'all think about that? No experience at all. No experience. But is that a problem? I'm going to give Jeff Saturday, because I like the guy, the benefit of the doubt. I think he may do a good job. We don't know that. Nobody knows. We're quick to say, oh, that's a bad hire. What do we know? What do we know? This could be maybe a great opportunity for Jeff Saturday. I love to see opportunities like this, but we do need to get more black coaches in the NFL. We need to. But the Jeff Saturday hire, it could be something great or it could be something wrong. But I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt. And the Bills, the quarterback, he's being evaluated for a UCL injury. We know that. We know the news with Kyrie Irving. He's not really apologetic for what he said. Should he be? The Brooklyn Nets has given him 6 things he need to do in order to come back. but it's all to Kyrie Irving. He's grown. He's a grown man. He's not a child. So we're going to see what he do with that situation. And congratulations to the Houston Astros for winning the World Series. So let's talk about more the college football landscape and one of the best coaching jobs, but the hardest coaching job out there is Auburn, the Auburn Tigers. Cadillac Williams, he's stepping in as the coach for the Auburn Tigers, but will he be the head coach as well going forward? Will he be the main guy? I would have to say no. If I was Auburn, I'm going to look farther to a bigger name head coach. We all know Auburn is a very hard coaching place. But it's great. You're in the SEC. You're Auburn. The Auburn Tigers got great fans, great opportunities. Auburn should always be in the run for an SEC championship or a national championship. To me, I hate to say it, but Auburn is like Alabama. It's built to win championships. This is what it's all about. Winning championships, getting to the big game. That is what it's all about. Getting to the big games. Auburn, they need to go for it. Nebraska, same thing. These schools are built to win championships. I hate to see what's going on in Nebraska. I hate to see what's going on in Auburn. It bugs. Same in Miami. It's killing me because these schools are used to winning championships. How can you get these schools back to where they once was? You have to get the right personnel in there to get this school to where it should be. The same in Florida. Florida is getting there at Billy Napier. They're getting there. Oklahoma is rebuilt, but they're getting there. We see what kind of season Oklahoma's having. But I'm going to tell you who surprised me, and they still surprising me, the Kansas Jayhawks. Yes, they started the season off undefeated, but you know what? This is a win in their book. You're halfway through the season. You could possibly get a good bowl game. Now, can Kansas continue this process and have an even better next season? I'm rooting for the Kansas Jayhawks this season. Great, they're having a great season. But back to the coaching. Auburn is a great place to coach. It's hard, but it's a great place to coach at the same time. I really do think you need to get a big name coach in Auburn. I'm looking at Clemson. I'm looking at Alabama. How long does Nick Saban have in Alabama? How long? But the dynasty is not up. It is not up at all. By any means, it is not up. Let's get you to the games this coming up weekend. We know the games from last week. I'm not going to go over those games. We know the games that happened. I'm going forward to the games this week. Friday, November 11th, the number 9 team in the nation, the USC Trojans, they're taking on Colorado. This game is Friday. My birthday's on the 12th. All right, November 12th, we have Tennessee versus Missouri, Indiana, Ohio State, Arkansas versus LSU, Purdue versus Illinois, Louisville versus Clemson, Nebraska versus Michigan, Alabama, watch this game, folks, versus Ole Miss, Maryland versus Penn State, Iowa State versus Oklahoma, UCF takes on Tulane, Boston College, NC State, Georgia versus Mississippi State, Washington versus Oregon. They're doing really well. Kansas State versus Baylor, TCU, Texas, another good game. North Carolina versus Wake Forest, Florida State versus Syracuse, Oregon State versus California, Utah versus Stanford, UCLA versus Arizona. These are some great games coming up this weekend on my 36th birthday. But the games to watch out for, Texas and TCU. This could be an upset. Oregon and Washington. This could be the weekend, folks, to where we could possibly have some upsets. I know it could probably help Alabama. We're gonna see. But these games can really shake up the landscape of college football. Georgia, Mississippi State. Don't poke fun at Mississippi State. Don't. Oh man, they're gonna get slaughtered. Mississippi State can play well when their backs are against the wall. So watch out for these games, folks, that I'm telling you about. These are some really good games. Alabama and Ole Miss. How will Alabama react? How will they come out against Ole Miss after the loss against LSU this past weekend? It's a lot of things that's going on in college football right now. These games this weekend, it could shake up the college football landscape if we have the upsets like we want to see. Clemson and Alabama lost for the first time in the same week. That's crazy. That hasn't happened. That is absolutely crazy. That's what I'm saying. Anything can happen this weekend. College basketball is on its way. We have some great games coming up. College basketball starts this week, and I am excited. I am ready for college basketball. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready. We're going to get you some games right now, today on November 7th. But first, Baylor, they won today, 117-53. So here we go. Howard versus Kentucky. LaSalle versus Villanova. Purdue, FW versus Michigan. The Duke Blue Devils versus Jacksonville State. Tennessee versus Tennessee, I want to say Tech. Yeah, Tennessee Tech. We have Moorhead versus Indiana. Northern Colorado versus Houston. Kansas versus Omaha. North Dakota versus Arkansas. That should be a pretty good game, but Arkansas is going to run away with that. Arkansas Pine Bluff versus TCU. We have George Washington versus Auburn. We have Creighton versus St. Thomas. Longwood versus my boys, Alabama. Number one team in the land, North Carolina versus UNC Wellington. And here we go with this game here. I can't see it. Let's see this game. Northern Florida versus Gonzaga. I have to go see them play. I got to go see Gonzaga play. UTEP versus Texas. Virginia versus NC Central. Illinois versus Eastern Illinois. Northwestern Demons versus Texas Tech. Red Raiders. Nichols versus Arizona. San Diego State versus Fullerton. Oregon versus FAMU. And UCLA versus Sacramento. These are your college basketball games for today, folks. I know this was a quick show. It's just something that came back into the mood because it's been a while since I actually done a podcast. But I will be back soon. I'm going to let you guys know when I will return. Keep a lookout on Facebook. But remember, you leave a comment. Feel free to ask me anything you guys would like to. But I will be back sometime this week. I will let y'all know. But one more time, Roll Tide and rest in peace to the Migos rapper Takeoff. Crazy things have been going on lately. But thank y'all very much for listening to the Big Show Sports Podcast.